We finna get into, you know what I'm saying, this academic shit, you know what I'm saying? We finna dive deep, because I don't really know, so let's go.
Nick snapped and lost his patience for Sneeko when they was having a conversation about Chud going around on stream calling black people the N-word and trying to antagonize us. And Sneeko, for the most part, was offering up some level of defense for Chud, which academics just felt like was out of line, and this conversation got really heated. Before we get the video started, this video is sponsored by Kalshi. Kalshi is a prediction market where you literally make...
He has, right? So
that's why I told him, I don't know why you're upset. I told him you should stop doing these IRL streams.
They should tell him to stop the rhetoric.
We should disarm the meanings of these words. We can't let words like that control us. Why is that the only word where people feel justified in America to act violently over? There's no other word in the English language that elicits the same reaction that word does.
I really like Sneeko. I really do. I think Sneeko
he got a point.
Brilliant.
Hey, that man got a point, man. What's like, you gotta act so violent because of, you know, some motherfucker said nigga. I mean, alright, chat. You know what I'm saying? I know where the word came from, Walter Bam, you know what I'm saying? All that. Like, but I'm saying though, like, man, we grown as hell at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? We call, if they call us niggas, you white hunky. Like, what the fuck? Like, words shouldn't hurt. You call me a nigga, I'll call you a white hunky. Like, what? So the fuck what?
I'm gonna chalk this up to Sneeko just being contrarian and say maybe he don't believe this. Because, yo, what just came out of his mouth, that rhetoric is so dangerous. The reason why it's dangerous is because it reaffirms all the white supremacist rhetoric. Think about every single one of them. Black folks are disproportionately violent. Well, that reaffirms it because, you know, these black folks are attacking you over a word that's not a big deal. Black folks don't like accountability. Black folks want special privileges. Black folks want to be victims. It reaffirms every stereotype and every rhetoric they want to preach. But it not only reaffirms the rhetoric, but it also grants a pathway for the next step. They want to abuse us with no repercussions. Once you start giving an inch and you start conceding certain things such as, it's just a word, why is black folks the only one attacking people over words? Go up to somebody's wife and call them the B word. And see if black folks are the only people attacking you over words. Go up to a Hispanic, go up to a white person, call their wife the B word in front of them, and see if black folks are the only one attacking you over words. They won't.
You do got a point.
And when I say they, not Sneeko obviously because he's a black man, but people like Chud won't go up to a white man and call his wife a B word because they understand the B word is offensive. They understand it comes with consequences if you disrespect a man like that in front of his wife, or his wife in front of a man. They understand this, but they went ahead and peddle this. Words are just words. Words don't mean nothing. Y'all put the negative connotation on the word. They only say that for the N-word. It's only the N-word they say that towards. And the next step is they're attempting to take the venom out the word so they could get rid of all the social parameters put in place to protect it.
But
we have an understanding in society right now that if you
alright, what if I can go words for words then? You call, you know what I'm saying, okay, I'm with my girl or whatever, a motherfucker called my girl a bitch, you know what I'm saying, alright, cool, boom, you know what I'm saying, your mama a bitch, your grandma a bitch, fuck that dead bitch, you know, fuck it, I'm gonna go all out or something, like, hey, it's fighting words after that. You know what you signed up for when you call my girl a bitch. So I'm finna fight words for words until we gladiate. Like, hey, I'm just saying.
There are consequences. You lose your job. You become a pariah. Everything right now that's happening to Chud is currently going on, right? But when we accept that narrative, it's just a word. Why y'all getting upset over a word? That now gives a clause to say, wait, yeah, it is just a word. Why are there social parameters put in place to punish people who use it? Let's not grant these people a free access to verbally abuse us with no consequence because we want to be philosophers, bro. Cut it out, man. And I think Sneeko is brilliant, but I don't understand why Sneeko would even want to contribute in helping to their cause.
So I'm not going to defend acting violent over a word. we can't repurpose history, right? And that word is.
But we do all the time. We do all the time. The word.
I mean, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we shouldn't kill a motherfucker because he called a motherfucker a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's, I don't know, man. It's levels to the shits. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think, chat? You know?
Same thing. The word dumb doesn't mean the same thing. Even the word doesn't mean the same thing.
Okay.
Black people have used it colloquially, and now that's a perfect. That actually the word you're talking about has been repurposed to be a term of endearment to mean anything.
Sneeko, what I'm saying is that you can't repurpose history. I
But
said
black people has been.
You really can't. You can't, though.
It was a word to mean slave, and now it means
Sneeko, you're being obtuse. The guy is hold on. The way he's saying what he's saying is a direct callback to slavery, brother.
Yeah, literally, like a motherfucker. Ah, you nigga! Like, hold on, bro. Yeah, that's out of pocket. That's out of pocket. That you on some other shit now. Now I'm finna beat your ass. All type of shit finna happen now. Like, nigga, you done started some shit up.
Like, if you think it's not like he's saying it meaning something else. We know what he means. So you're trying to make this point like, oh, has been repurposed. Is that what he's saying? Is he like, oh, what up? Is that what he's saying? Or is he actually saying that, hey, you're a lesser human being and I'm using this word to remind you of that? You tell me what he's saying.
Yeah, he need to get his ass beat.
He is saying that, but it only has.
So why do you need to repurpose what he's saying? His hold on. His intentions are clear.
Here's the problem with what Sneeko is saying, and I think academics touch on this at some point in the video. I'm not sure, but here's the problem with what Sneeko wants. Sneeko is saying, hey, if we just repurpose what the N-word with the hard R means, if we start using it as a term of endearment, then, you know, the power gets...
It's the way you use it, you know what I'm saying? Like he said, like, if you using there, like in the NG, like, you nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like a white slave, a racist white slave, man, yeah. But if you chilling with, you know what I'm saying, your white guy, and of course, you know what I'm saying, nigga, a white guy, I'm like, what up, nigga? You know what I'm saying? It's like, alright, that's cool, cause you know that's your nigga. Like, he got a black card, he got a pass. Oh, bro, y'all know what it is, chat.
Out the word, bro. We use like the N-word with an A, right, as a term of endearment, and we still tripping if a white person say it. But it's not even about repurposing the word. I don't think Sneeko understands. This man is not using the N-word with the hard R because, I don't know, right? He grew up around black people and that's just something he uses in his daily speech. So hence, if we repurpose the word, then him using it doesn't really affect us. No, he's using the word because like, that's what offends us.
That's different.
The moment, right, we start calling each other the N-word with the hard R, he's now gonna find another word that's going to offend us. Is really that simple, right? It's about him agitating, antagonizing, and trying to be offensive. The minute you convince yourself that the N-word with the hard R is a term of endearment, and you start calling yourself that, he's gonna find another word. He's gonna find the word slave. He's gonna start using slave now to offend you.
So why we can't?
You gotta find a way to turn slave into a term of endearment. Now guess what? You gonna start calling yourself a slave?
YouTube Premium.
I don't know, man.
YouTube. And exclusive access to all things.
Well, I don't know. I feel like shit. Could we fight words for words? You know, like you call me a nigga and I call you something, like, you know, something out of pocket.
So
simple. I don't know. That's what I feel.
Using the most derogatory word possible. So hence he could sit back.
My thing is I'm not finna flick a violence like that on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a I'm like a mirror, you know what I'm saying? What you give me, I'm gonna give back to your ass. You know what I'm saying? You gonna give me some words, I'm gonna get some words back to you. You know what I'm saying? If you wanna fight, we gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm a mirror. You know what I'm saying? What you put in, you know what I'm saying? This is me. On God.
Like this. And watch you call yourself all the negative things he called you. That's not how you deal with these people. You deal with these people by tackling it head on. Right, by ostracizing them, making them a pariah, putting them to the corners of society. That's how you deal with them, right? Like, for example, Pump Whatever. Them giving him a platform after everybody else demonetizes him. That's a problem, right? You want to make sure he cannot monetize off of verbally abusing us. That's the goal. The goal isn't, hey, black folks, hey, man, y'all gotta, stop being sensitive, man. No. That's not, no, we've been patient enough. That's not the solution. The solution here is make sure he can't monetize and benefit and profit.
Nah, real shit though.
Verbally abusing us.
That part.
Now, again, Act touch on this.
I agree with that though.
It gets to a point where, like Sneeko tells Act, why is he tripping on Chud when he uses the word every day on stream? That's when I sat back and hold on. Do Sneeko think like nigga and the hard R are the same? Like right,
it's different.
Like
you nigger.
All right,
Sneeko.
It wasn't a slur. That was the word for black people.
Sneeko.
It became a slur because
My nigga.
All right, let me repeat again. I'm gonna go slow this time because I see.
That's a huge difference. You know what I'm saying? Energy. You be like nigger, you nigger. Then it's, man, what up, nigga? Bro, what up, nigga? Oh God, what up, nigga? What up, nigga? Oh fucking God, what up, nigga?
I'm trying to get your point off without actually engaging.
I heard what you said. He's bringing it back. He's talking
hold
about
on.
time. His
intention. Let's not say, let's take the power out of the word. Because if we took the power out of that word, he would use whatever word that had the power. Let's not try to give him hold on.
That's the only word that has power.
Brother, if he had to call you a slave, he would just say slave. Come on. The point is, his goal is to offend. Let's stop acting like his goal is to say a word and we're triggered by the word. And in some of the original laws where black people are seen as 3/5 of a human. That's not oppressive, right? That's just words. You 3/5 a whole, same thing. So that's not oppressive.
But of course it is. Does that still exist?
What?
It existed. My point is
exactly. It's in the past, so let it be.
What?
No.
So
what the?
So this is how we move forward. Instead of
wait. So this is in the past. So this guy is basically allowed to bring back up the past, right? Use
if that's the past,
slurs, and try to almost treat people like we're in the past, but yet we're supposed to let go of the past.
Right.
I think we got it.
Come on, man.
Is he acting like a slave master? He's a rage baiter on street.
Brother, brother. I hear how he's talking to black
holding
people.
Holding a selfie camera in public. He's hardly a slave.
Talking like Abraham Lincoln. He talking like a slave master. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves, but you use that word all the time. That's what? Like you're probably you probably use that word. This exact word that you're angry about is the word that you probably use the most in your stream, is it not?
Man, I don't even want to go into Abraham.
Hard ER? Oh.
I really don't want to. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna go to Abraham. Fuck that. I ain't gonna do that.
It's the same word.
No, it's not.
Yes, it's the same exact word.
No, it's not.
What did black slaves call other black slaves? Yeah.
At this point, I think Sneeko was just arguing to argue because, what are we doing? Obviously, under no circumstances is saying the N-word. And have you ever heard black people refer to each other as the hard R? When did the N-word and the hard R become the same thing? I'm confused. Academics did a thought experiment on Sneeko, and it kind of unraveled everything Sneeko said here. So Academics then told Sneeko, okay, well, how would you feel if Chud was going around to Muslims saying F Allah, F Muhammad? How would you feel? Sneeko doesn't say, well, we'll just repurpose what the F word means and we'll repurpose it to, now the F word means praise. But he ain't going for none of that. Which
he ain't gonna do it.
He shouldn't play with his religion.
Right.
But this effectively gives Academics the W because by Sneeko's logic, if Sneeko was consistent with himself, he would say, well, we'll just change what the F word means, right? If he's saying F Allah, we'll just, repurpose the F word to mean something positive. He doesn't go there. He goes to an automatic no. Then if you can understand why you can't repurpose a disrespect towards Allah or Muhammad, then you should understand why black people shouldn't have to repurpose the disrespect.
There's always going to be a thing that will be disrespectful. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if it's a word. It might be a action that might even not be violent, right? Like if he shows up to the mosque and everybody praying on them carpets, he whips on the carpet. Is that disrespectful or not?
That's literally illegal. That's public indecency. Like that's also pissing that like.
All right, he just does it. But it's
all
right. He spits on it. He spits on it. He spits on the rug.
Spitting on people.
Not on the person. He just spit on the rug.
Bro, he spit on the damn the you know what I'm saying, the rug or the what the fuck they rug called on the Muslim? They spit on the Muslim rug. That's crazy as hell.
Disrespects.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Okay, he goes there.
What does this have to do with using it?
The point what I'm trying to say is that when it comes to black people finding offense of things that they feel is offensive, you're like, well, why don't y'all just stop being offended by the word? However, if I then showcase a situation where another group of people, where someone tries to disrespect them, you can't repurpose the disrespect. You want black people to repurpose the disrespect.
Great. There's a great analogy here. Do you see how you're equating this individual word that doesn't have real meaning unless you to the holy?
Every word has meaning, brother.
The word of God compared to the word.
If the word has no meaning, if the word has no meaning,
you are equating the word of God to a slur that is outdated.
Okay, yours. All right, you said that the words don't have meaning.
That's the whole point. You cannot have.
Yo, if you claim words have no meaning,
God is not equivalent to this individual word.
Okay, if you say word has no meaning, say. Oh,
is that what you're saying?
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you to say it because it should have no meaning, right? There's a meaning to it, right? Clearly, right? Say that, right? Because there's an intended meaning if you're saying it.
See the point that
I would act, y'all.
Words have meaning, brother.
How are you equating God, disrespecting God, the Almighty, something that we have faith in, to something that only has meaning if we attribute meaning to it? God has meaning without us.
So
this hard R word.
You can't disrespect God, but you can disrespect a whole group of people. Brother, you're saying so. What you just told me, you can't disrespect God. Okay, get it, and I agree. But you can disrespect an entire group of people, and your solution to that is that the entire group of people should just not be offended. Because you're doing both. Whether you say the hard ER or you say.
Do y'all understand what Sneeko is trying to say? Because
hey, it makes sense to me.
Similar scenario.
Shit.
You understand why you cannot repurpose disrespect, but don't understand it when it comes to us saying, yo, we're not about to start repurposing every word he calls us. Well, like he calls us slave, now we calling ourselves slaves, right? He calls us the hard R, now we calling ourselves the hard R. At that point, he becomes a slave master for real. But do y'all understand what Sneeko is trying to say or trying to get across? Let me know in the comment section, okay? If you're watching this video and
I ain't with Cinco, but hey, he put his ass on the corner, started beating his ass up, bro.